Hello YouTubers, this is Fuller's Hobbies. I'm at Claytor Lake today fishing and thought I'd get you a little bit of footage around the lake. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to see if I can catch a fish. Put my phone down and let's see what we can do. I want to use this bait here. I don't know if I can show you on camera here. It's a big old minnow. And it's just, got the beads in it. I'm going to see if we can drop that and see what happens here. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. I know I am. I'm at my comfort place, which is the lake, and it's just something about it. It's beautiful here, and it's just peaceful, and can't beat it, Cannot beat it. We're going to see if we can catch something. Hopefully, we'll catch something here and get it on film, or camera I should say. Tilted the camera down, it will be a little bit better angle. I'm going to cast this out there like, 20 times or 30 times, and then I'll probably switch to something else. Figure I'd just start with what I had tied on it and see what happens, guys. It's my first outing of the season. I had to get some work done on the boat. I had to get 2 new motorcycle batteries installed, a new onboard charger, and some new tires for my trailer, and get it all lubricated up. So just out and about today for the first outing on the boat, which is phenomenal. I've been anxious to get out here, and it's been feel like a long time coming, but the weather's just right today. Not too hot, not too cold. In the 70s. Looks like the water 60 degrees from what I'm seeing. It's a little windy right now, but not too bad. I might put on spinnerbait here soon and see what we can do with that. I'm going to first, start out with this and see what happens. See what happens. There's a lot of people out on the lake riding their jet skis and their boats. Which is really nice. I know that I was worried my boat wasn't going to be done in time, and they told me Thursday or Friday, and I got done Friday, so I was able to pick it up, put all the stuff back in it, get it ready for today. I wanted to be out on the lake here about 9 o'clock or so, but I slept in. I was tired in the body, and I had to get some rest, and that way I'd feel like fishing. I felt really exhausted. Just been a busy work week, and last couple weeks been working outside and doing my raised beds and mowing and all that jazz, so you know how that goes. Takes a lot out of you. See if we can catch one. I think around these rocks here, in about, I don't know, 50 foot away from the bank, I guess. Could be a little bit more than that. Just kind of casting out there and bring it all the way back. I wanted to test the boat out before I got too far down the lake to make sure that it was going to handle really well, and take off really good because I hadn't had it started. And it started up pretty easy, just had to choke it a couple times, about 2 or 3 times, and after that it hit, and then the next crank it fired, and which is phenomenal. I'm so happy that it took off, you know, easy as it did after I've been started all winter long until now. We'll get a few more casts and then we'll switch bait. I don't know if I'm gonna catch anything with this one, but I don't like switch baits, you know, unless I do about 30 to 40 casts with it and see what it's going to do. Some people switch after about 10, 15 casts, but I try to at least double it or triple it. So far, nothing's chasing it, so not sure how deep they are down right now. I'm fixing to find out. Fixing to find out. I like fishing along the rocky areas like this with these minnows, because those and shad raps normally do pretty good, and when it's windy too, like spinner baits. So I might put my spinner bait on. The depth of the water right here is like about 10 foot, now dropped down to about 7 foot, so just gonna keep casting, guys. Hopefully I'll capture at least one fish on film that we can catch, and if not, it's not due to the lack of trying, I know that. At least you'll have some footage of the, you know, the lake. It's better than nothing. Those cabins over there, I've stayed in them with my parents camping. They're really nice. If you're ever on Claytor Lake and want to camp somewhere and don't want to use a tent, you can sleep in those and then cook outside and still have the camping atmosphere. Thought I had a bite there, but must have caught a twig. So far, nothing. But doesn't mean we won't get anything. Try a new bait in about 8-10 more casts. So stay tuned, guys. Just gotta find the bait they're feeding off of right now and what they are wanting. Sometimes that's a challenge. Different times of the year fishing. I mean, I see fish on the fish finder, so they're here somewhere. Just gotta see what they want. Oh yeah, it's loaded right in here right now. Looks like about 12 foot down, 15 footish. So this bait should do it as far as the depth goes. I'll keep trying. I'm gonna fish this whole cove because it's got potential to land one between there and over there. I've always normally at Claytor caught one somewhere around a cove or coming out of a cove. So we'll see. I don't know how they're biting, you know. I haven't fished yet, but I think there's a Facebook group and they had a tournament. I don't know if it's last week or the week before last, but they were catching them pretty good, so hopefully they're still hungry and ready to bite something at least. Hopefully I didn't get hung up. Got close. Pole was, the reel was casting better. I got the line tangled up. That's what I figured where I was trying to keep it from. There we go, it freed itself up. Alright, let's do a few more casts with it. 5 more. And we'll try something different. I don't care what I catch. If it's a bluegill, a little smallmouth, whatever, you know. I just want to catch at least one today, you know. Catching one today would be nice. but being out on your boat and just seeing nature and beautiful creations from God. It's a blessing just to wake up and be able to do it, enjoy it, you know. This dock should be a pretty good area where you might can capitalize on one. I'm gonna cast about 3 more casts. I think I've done like 40 casts with this, if not more, but just a couple more casts and then I'm gonna switch poles and bait. I've got about 3 or 4 poles, or maybe 5 already have certain baits on there, so we'll give it a whirl, something different here in a minute. I normally have luck on some crawl baits here, spinner baits. I've had some luck on them, and then some shad wraps. That's been the go-to, or the deep diver crankbaits. Seem like that's been the best ones to use. But now, like I said, this is my first outing of the year here, so we're fixing to find out what they're biting, guys. I'm just glad to be out here, you know, trying to catch one, try my boat out, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the weather, whatever you're doing. If it's outside working in your yard, or it's outside just relaxing, you know. Sometimes just sitting on the porch looking at nature, that's just as good to help your mental health. Alright, one more cast and then we're going to switch. I could have swore I thought we would land one with this one. Alright, we're going to switch baits. Alright, let's switch baits. We'll switch baits. Put that one there, and then let's get us another pole. I'm gonna try this little chartreuse. It's like yellow and red little minnow. We'll try that since this is not as deep over here. Just see if we can land anything, and then I'll switch to something else. Did about 30 casts anyways. Gotta fix the pole because it's got some issues here. It's backlashed a little bit, probably from the last time it was cast, and just didn't feel like fixing it. We're gonna fix it. Get all this loose here. There we go. We're at the point now where we can fix it. Okay. The depth right here is about 8 foot, so now I'm going to try this and see what happens. We'll see if we get a bite. May land something, may not. There we go. Oh man, just missed it. Ah, he chased it. There was one right there, smallmouth. He was there. I just didn't jerk it hard enough. He caught me off guard. I was getting ready to talk and look away, and then I felt a hit, and he followed it though. He sure did. I seen him. It was definitely looked like a smallmouth. Let's try that again. Normally when you get a hit, you can get a hit on that same bait again. That was That was some excitement, guys. You about to witness one right in there. You just should have gave it a little bit harder yank. He hit it, but he spit it out. So green might be the color. There's a little bit of green in there, chartreuse or yellow, whatever you call it. He sure did hit it. I got my blood pumping here. For sure. Wished I got a good set on it. I just didn't get a good set. But lets me know that they're biting today. Try to do a little bit of a pause. Let's go a little bit slower. We're getting about 5 foot of water, so I'm gonna back up just a little bit for the waves get me over here too low. Fix my bait. Got the line knitted, tangled up. Man, I wished I capitalized on that other one. I saw him, he hit it, and I just didn't get a good set on him. Because we got smaller hooks here, and on this bait, treble hooks, which makes a difference too, you know. See if we can get a little bit closer and over here and fish this a little bit. So I think anything with it's either green or silver, one of the little bit that they're seems like they're after, because I seen another one follow it. But it didn't strike at it. It just kind of turned and looked at it, and that was it. See if we can get one over here by trees and the dock. I'll be able to capitalize on something over in here. We're going to try. Gotta get a little bit closer over this way. I'm not gonna swing right under those docks, but where I haven't casted in a while, I gotta get my practice on before I feel comfortable tangling up the line and around the dock, you know, having issues. bites yet on this corner anyways, but the other side you heard me get excited, so let's see if we can get one here. Trying. Hey, I had a good hit over there. I snagged it and it got off. It shook it loose. I just started about 30-40 minutes ago. I'm hoping I pull me at least one or two out. It's a pretty day and the water temp, yeah, the water temp's about 63, 64. Yeah, it's what it shows on my depth finder. Thank you. Guys, we're going to see if we can catch one. I have to put my phone out of the sun because it shut off. I don't know if I captured the recording of the set, but we pretty much phone said it emergency need to cool down, got too hot, so not sure if I captured it on video. I have to go back and play it, but I did get a picture of the fish, and if for some reason I didn't get a video of the hook set, I'll at least put the picture in the video and edit it to be together on the video. That was good to catch it on this bait that I got a bite on a minute ago, so that's two that has interested in it. See if we can catch another one. I'm going to continue to use this bait in this lower depth of water because it's about 6 to 8 foot right now, and from that one cove to this other side of it, two fish. Can't go wrong with this bait right now, so I'm going to stick with it for a little while longer and see if I can hook another one. And we'll go to something else. I need to fix this line. It's bird nested on me again. Let's fix it real quick and then we'll pull it in. Hopefully no fish hits there right now. Uh-oh, line broke. So we gotta pull in the lure. Well, it's probably, dry rotted. That's probably what's happened. That's alright, we'll fix it. Didn't lose my lure, at least, so we'll fix it. Go ahead and take this one off and probably going to wait and fix it and just start fishing something else, even though I got bites on it. Go back to it when I take a break to eat. So now I'm just going to pull the line off of it, then I'll fix it when I take a break, because I definitely want to reuse that bait again. So let's just roll up the line. Get it all situated here, cut it off, and move it out of the way so I won't get tangled up in it, you know. So let me find my pliers. We're going to cut that off, and that way I can re-tie it on later. For now, we're just going to fish with something else, you know. That line in the bag here, get it away to where I don't get tangled up in it, and no one else does either. Actually, I can put that lure back on here, because this one's ready. Just need to take the cover off. It's tangled up, but we'll fix it real quick and just go ahead and use it once I figure out what it's wrapped up on. That's the thing about having too many pros in the compartment. I had like 10 in there, and that's how a lot of times these kind of get tangled up. We about got it. It's just wrapped around another time or two, I believe. There we go. Alright, now I'll get the swivel off, and then we'll change, put the bait back on. If that affects the, you know, the bait, then I'll take the swivel off. But I'm going to try it with the swivel on. Okay, let's try it with the swivel on. See what happens. One thing I like about swivels, if they don't affect the bait, you can use them. That way you can switch bait and not really have to tie anything on. You already got something tied onto the swivel, and you just slip the bait on. But a lot of times with certain baits, it can impact the performance of it, so I don't always use them. In this instance, I'm going to just to quickly get back to fishing with this bait again. Swivel's about worn out, I believe. There we go. I think I got it. Alright, let's get back at it, guys. Let's see if we can catch one on this. Again. Get back in the lower channels of the water here. I'm going to give this another probably 30 casts, and then I'll switch baits, and that way try something deeper and see if I can catch a bigger fish. Just like I said, thought I'd start with stuff I had already tied on from last year, just because, you know, I'm excited to go ahead and fish. Oh man, the bird nest first cast on this one. Jeez. That's what happens, guys, when you get back into fishing, and then you got to set your gear ratio on everything, and it makes a difference, you know. Surely does. The line gets kinked, and it gets tangly. You gotta pull it all off till you get it straightened up and get a few casts with it. Alright, let's try this one now. Reel it in, and we'll try to recast it here in a minute. I've got a mess here. Hey guys, I think this one is just all tangled up really bad. We're going to stop the video and fix it. Alright guys, we're back at it. The battery's getting a little low, so I might have to switch to another battery pack, but we'll see if it stays long enough to maybe catch another one. Fix the pole. So, sometimes you gotta work on them a few times. I should have, inspected them before I came out fishing, but I didn't have enough time because I had to put all the boat stuff in, like the life jackets, the fishing net, everything you need on the boat, because I had everything out of the compartments, my lures, everything. So I decided just to use what I got and then fight the battle as I was fishing on the lake, any kind of challenges that came my way. Sometimes it's a risk, because you can lose fish if you got dry rotted line, or your reels don't cast as smooth, or you might have to deal with a couple bird nests and get the line casting good. At some point throughout the day, but I've got it fixed and we're casting back, so it'll take long. Let's see if we can catch one more before I switch baits. Or switch baits. We're about 10.5 foot of water, maybe 11 foot at most, so I feel like this area could bring me another fish if I could just hit all the little points. So I'm going to fish with this bait, and then we'll go to something different. There's a big old turtle. I don't know if you see it over there. It's a turtle swimming in the water. I've caught my fair share of those things. You see it right there, sticking its head right out. I've caught two, probably just like a pound bass, but I ain't been fishing but about an hour. Yeah, this was about 1 pounder, so I didn't really weigh them, but I was guessing it's probably one, a little over one. I caught them on like shad. Yeah, shad wraps is what I've been catching them on. Well, thank you.